Hi everybody, this is Tracy here with Butterfly Bushcraft and Indiana Bushcrafters, and I am packing for a camping trip at Sandwich. I've got my pack here. It's Sandpiper California Bug Out Bag. Got two other packs back here. I kind of sort by category. One's from SRO. I've got my pack cover, large black trash bag, two small Ziploc bags for carrying out trash or whatever else I might need. I got my Bushcraft USA poncho shelter. You can use that either as a shelter or a rain poncho. I have used that quite a bit. I really like it. I've got my USGI Whoopee or poncho liner in here. I use this as a blanket. I've used it as a cover. I've used it with my poncho at Thermarest. Got my Outdoor Life Kodiak 0 degree bag. This bag down here, I've got a 40-degree bag, and I've got my Snug Pack jungle blanket. I'll be tent camping on this trip. Back here, I've got some Dr. Bonner's soap. It's a Castile soap, environmentally friendly. I can use it to wash my body, my dishes, my hair. Very environmentally conscious. Here I've got some of my cook kit items. I'm going to be cooking mostly over campfire. I've got an OXO oven mitt. It's good, I believe 550 degrees, so I can grab stuff off the fire. Leather glove would probably be better if you had a thick one. Got my wonderful Pathfinder skillet here, which I really like. I've got that, you can see more detail in some of my other videos. This is a really cool kit that I just got. It's a Sea to Summit kit, and it's kind of collapsible. It's got a couple different pieces. It's got a skillet here that you can snap up into a rather large bowl, which is kind of good for washing dishes or whatever else you want to do. You can use this on a camp stove. Just keep the silicone part from the direct flame. So you can use it on little backpacking stoves and such. Getting this open with one hand isn't working out real great. But you can see it's a good size. Got the directions here on the bottom, which are upside down. Sea to Summit, pretty cool. Collapse that down. Inside is a plate. It is collapsible as well. I've used that already too. I really like it. This is, you cannot put this on a fire. It's got a plastic bottom. And it's got a cup or a smaller bowl that goes with it too. This extends up to that high. Cute little cup, all nuts inside itself. I got that. Pack that back close later. And then I've got my Toaks Titanium 750 milliliter pot with bale, which I've got in here. I've got a freezer bag cozy for my oatmeal, things like that. My spork, of course. And here I've got a pot grabber, which is good for getting things out of the fire. I've also got my little camp stove here. I've got this one too. I've got the Esbit one that works with the tabs. Grab that out of here. I plan on mostly cooking over a fire, but this little stove here opens up. It's got 3 legs. Let's see. Opens up like that. It's got its 3 little legs. Pot sits right on it. Works with fuel tabs. Of course, take the orange pouch off. Works with fuel tabs. Very lightweight. Very easy. Probably won't use this because I'm going to be cooking over a fire. But since it only weighs like an ounce and I'm not backpacking in, I don't care to carry it with me just in case. Okay, I also have a clean canteen. This is the 64 ounce version. I did swap out the lid for the one with the D-ring lid, just because it's smaller in my pack. I've got my Nalgene bottle. Here I've got my water treatment supplies. I've got a Sawyer Mini water filter. Do not let your Sawyer Mini freeze. I advise keeping it in your pocket right against your body. If you freeze your Sawyer Mini, it's not going to work. I also have Aquamira water treatment drops. Other thing about a clean canteen, I almost forgot to mention, if you are cold, you can warm up water in that. I wouldn't get it to boiling, but I'd get it warm, and then I would stick it in my freezer bag cozy, and I could stick it in the foot of my sleeping bag, and it'll keep my feet warm. Okay, On to fire. One of my favorite things. Okay, here I've got Vaseline coated cotton in a prescription bottle that's wrapped with a good amount of Gorilla Tape. Here I've got the tabs, the fuel tabs for that little backpacking stove should I need them. They do stink, so be sure to plastic bag them. I got some wet fire cubes and things in here also because this is going to potentially be inclement weather. It's going to be below freezing at night. Here I've got, some of this is just extra because I don't care if I'm carrying too much this time. Got 2 Bic lighters, got a wet fire cube in here, got a little spark wheel in here. This is a little kit that's got fishing line, fishing hooks, some sewing items such as thread and needles. So I've got this in here and a little tin if I want to make char cloth for some reason. Stormproof matches. I do have a sail needle in here. I keep it in here because it's waterproof. That way I don't have to worry about my sail needle rusting. Got my solar ignition kit here. It's got a couple different cool things in here. It's got a magnifying glass, some char cloth, lamp wick, which I've got some more of. Lamp wick is really great because should it get wet, when it dries, it'll still be usable. If your char cloth gets wet, it's done for, but lamp wick, you can dry it and reuse it. Got a little bayite ferro rod, little striker here. Here I've got just some miscellaneous dry tinder, a bunch of fat wood and stuff down there that I shaved. All of this is going to go inside this plastic bag here. I've got an extreme pouch here from Dragonfire Tinder Box and just their regular tinder. Really love Dragonfire Tinder Box tinder. Good stuff. Got some of their char cloth too in a sealed package so it will stay airtight and dry. I did get some of the Dragonfire Tinderbox Palo Alto wood just because it smells wonderful and helps keep the bugs away. I don't expect to see too many bugs on this trip, but this stuff smells so good. Carry some of this just because I like to burn it. It smells wonderful. Okay, on to cutting things. Now, I really love knives, but when I camp, I try to not go crazy with bringing knives. So I've got my Leatherman Charge ALX, and I've got the bit kit with the bits and the extender. Got my Deer Creek Forge mini caper neck knife, little ferrule in the back. Love this knife. This trip I decided to bring my Jeff White Bush 1 just because I might do some wood carving and I kind of like the size and shape of this one for like carving spoons and such. I brought a Mora Companion HD just because if I want to do some things and beat up a knife, I don't care to beat that one up. I brought up Baco Laplander folding saw. My knives, I treat them all and take care of them when I get back, but for in the field I do like carrying a Lansky diamond rod. This is my old trusty ferro rod that has been really beat up and chewed up, but I still like it. Got a little Victorinox knife here. I'm not sure where this is or whose this is. I'm pretty sure I know whose this is. I found this in my pack when I was cleaning my pack out. It's not really mine, but I'm pretty sure I know whose it is. In here I've got a tactical flashlight. It's got a sharp edge. So I keep this one clipped to the outside of my pack. Got my UCO. This is a flashlight or a lantern. I happen to really like this one. And the reason it's got a beaner on the top is because I hang it from the roof of the inside of my tent or from the ridge line of my hammock, and then I've got like light for my camping space. So I got a little Night Eyes beaner on the top. Okay, now I've got my Black Diamond Spot headlamp. I actually do like this headlamp as far as the light goes, but getting the batteries in and out is kind of a pain in the neck. So when I buy a new one, it will not be the same one. This is actually a compass pouch I got from Self-Reliance Outfitters. I do like it to use it to put my headlamp in so I can attach it to the outside of my pack, and then I have no problem finding it. Got extra batteries here for my devices. Got some 3-in-1 mace, black pepper, UV dye spray for anyone who might show up that is not friendly. Back here I've got some cordage. I'm not bringing a ton of cordage because pretty much we're going to be using a tent. We're not going to be doing a lot of backpacking or anything like that. But I do have some bank line. This is a number 36 bank line. Got some paracord bracelet that matches most of my gear. Love this. Water bottle holder, miscellaneous carabiners. I've all hooked together. And here I've got little multi-tools, some extra little beaners and clips and things that I got from Dutchware. A couple little tools and stuff. Extra little gadgets that I probably don't need, but I don't care that they're in my pack. I'm not backpacking or hiking that far this time, so I don't care if it's in there. I've got an all-weather notebook and a Sharpie. I will add a pencil. I usually have one. I don't know where my pencil's at right now. I've got an emergency whistle that also has an extra compass in it. Good to have a whistle. My voice is already kind of going out, so should I need for someone to be able to hear me, they're more likely to notice a whistle than a screaming. Casper Richter compass. Yes, I do know how to use it, and I keep them in this pouch here. Okay, back here I've got an emergency 2-person tent that I'm actually going to leave in my car. It shouldn't be in the house, it should be in the car with my emergency bivvy. Okay, hygiene supplies. I've got wet ones, baby wipes, my toiletries, a pack towel that's made out of a microfiber cloth. This is actually a full-size bath towel, but I can hang it from Ridgeline or whatever and it'll dry in a flash. Emergency kit. I got a small emergency kit for this one because I'm not going to be alone, but I do have the basics in case I need it. Got my Halo charger, my Ion action cam. Over here I've got some of my cold weather stuff. I don't have my coat here, I have a down coat, a couple of hoodies, base layers, but right here I've got Carhartt gloves, nice and warm. Got my cute little pink beanie with the cute little pink gloves. I wear these when it's not that cold, and I do wear these when I'm sleeping. My head and hands are warm, I'll be warmer. I've got a warmer hat that will also cover part of my neck and face. And then I've got my boonie, just because I like to stay out of the sun. Back here in this pouch, I've got my schmog. I've also got a neck gaiter and my work gloves, and I've got an extra pair of wool socks. So that's the gist of my packing for my Sandridge trip. Oh, and in this little backpack back here I do have some food like hot chocolate, tea, some Gatorade pouches, oatmeal pouches, a couple Mountain House, some Cliff bars, Kind bars, basically snack items and such, just some basic items in case I need a snack or something pleasant to drink. Anyway, thank you so much and have a wonderful time. I'll see you out in the woods. Bye.